Hello, hello. Are we okay? It says we are live. Welcome YouTube for another edition of Trading with your boy Nick, HOUTX Trader, coming live from Houston, Texas, guys. Hey, this is not for financial advice. This is just for training only. For training. All right. So if you need financial advice, please go see a financial planner. Check the blood sugar every morning to make sure my diet is in check. There we go. You don't want to get too whacked out. All right. I don't have anybody on the chats yet this morning, so it's all good. We'll look at the calendar. We've got some shite coming out. Too bad I can't like share. Like it won't let me screenshot this. Kind of sucks. Yeah, no screenshotting today, boys. Let's see if we can get some people in the chat this morning. Maybe do a little live trading. All right, we got some major economic news coming out here in a little bit, and we're just chilling. Cheers, coffee. Expected that to taste like. That's probably gonna go in the trash. We'll just put that over here because that's fucking not what I want. Okay, so here we go. And then my gold, everything's a profit. I've got a runner at the top. Cat's telling me good morning. He's begging me for treats already. Fucking 7 o'clock in the morning. Alrighty. So this is what we got. All right, US30. We see there's consolidation at the top. We see that this is my swing marker. With also I have my little dot there. Shout out to the fucking swing pivot points indicator. All right. Hey, we got 3 people in here. What's up, my people? Fire punch. And DC, guys, I'm already in a US30 long. That's what I called out yesterday during Andy's trade, and I'm basically at break even on a gold short that I took. So those are the 2 positions that I'm in. I just took a gold short as a fuck it right here. Basically, I saw it break the trend line, and I was like, okay, I see that. And then I saw it break this bottom right here. Right, I saw it break this bottom and take this liquidity out. In my opinion, now this is something you want to under leverage, right? Do not go fucking like I severely under leveraged on this one. I just got into the trade, right? So for a couple of things, we've been playing this London session where we had a loss here and a loss here, but then yesterday the London session break paid for us, right? So today I see that it's breaking out beforehand, and it's kind of what the same thing it did over here. Let's go to the 15. On Monday, Tuesday, the market broke out before our 7:30 time, our news time broke out before it. Now I just after it did break out, it just came right back down, right? Breakdown, but this is like a slowly trending market, and it broke trend line. So I'm expecting this to sell off. Now that it broke trend line, and now that it broke this double bottom and it broke this London bottom, I'm expecting to come and retest this bottom down here to give us a double bottom. So in that case, I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll take a sell. It's not a good R to R. It's under leverage, whatever. But I want to see it come out really and hit this 236 extension down here in the bottom. Let's zoom out just a bit, and I'll show you why I think that is the case. So we come back. Let's just come out even further. 2 hour. So if we think about where the fibs are and where price is, I kind of want to come out even further, like 4 hour. It's too much chopping the candles. Let's go to the 8 hour. All right, a little cleaner, a little cleaner. Okay, so this is what I'm seeing. I see the bottom here. Obviously, we have the top, and we have another top. So we're trending up, right? Now we have the first leg. Okay, we have a down. You could say that's like a flag, pop back up, but that's just the retracement. And now it popped back and came back down for a new low, retracement up. Now this is a bull flag. So when you put these back on here, you see this trend line that I have marked up there. Let's just go to the 2 hours. We'll look at this one area. That's a bear flag. Excuse me, bear. Up, 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 break trend. Right. So we look at where it came to. Again, I had this marked up. I've since deleted it, but you can say that's the trap candle area right here. But really, if you come down to like the 30-minute, you'll also see that that area is where this last bit of buy candles was right here. And so I was thinking about that, and I was like, okay, that kind of makes sense, right? That's my area. What else? I had another trend line I thought in here somewhere that matched up with this area. But anyways, um, that was the area we wanted to retrace through, and it did perfectly. And now it's broke trend and it's keep on going. So I'm a little bit late to the party, but I see it broke. It broke the trend line. I mean, technically, if you're playing a trend line break and you're waiting for the candle to close, maybe you entered right here. You know, so we're a little late to the party, but again, that's why I under leveraged. I didn't go crazy on the leverage on that one. Um, so I took the trade, and yeah, I'll leave that little mumbo jumbo up there for later on. So that's that, and we're hoping for this to pull down. Okay, so let's look again at where we want it to go. So let's reset the chart. Let's go back to the 8 hour. I wish this was cleaner, but what I did this morning, I think it was, yeah, this morning, I grabbed a fib, right? I grabbed this fib and I started playing around with the bottoms. So let's look right here, you know, and right here. And so what I did then is I looked at where the fib, the 236 lines up. Well, that doesn't look bad. That looks pretty good. This 50% is kind of holding, right? But so I did that and then I just moved it around to where it looks best to me. And so when I came down to here, kind of made sense. So when I came down to there, I was like, you know what? I like this 236, this area here, here, here. I like how the 382 has this, has that, right? It has all these little wicks. Technically came up and then used it as support. This is support resistance, you know, support, support, support. Look at the 50 resistance, support, right? All these wicks are in here closing above. And your 618, you have the consolidation right there above it. You have the 76. So, anyways, I like this area down here, giving me a higher time frame Fibonacci. So for me, that's the bottom, which is also this last consolidation order block that led to this big buy off, right? So we had sellers, we had the bull show up, retracement. There was the entry right there. There's where a bag was dropped and led to this huge buy off. So for me, that's the proper placement for the fib right there. That's it, right? So I'm going to lock in that fib. I'm not going to let it move, okay? So now that we know that that's the main fib we're working in, what do we want to see? Well, one push up, two push up, three push, let's go to the moon, okay? That's what I'm looking for. So then we could get rid of this trend line actually. And the real trend line that we should be working off of then is this trend line for breaks. So that means we're expecting price then to come down, right? And kind of do this bullshit, whatever it wants to do, and then go. So I'm going to leave that trend line there and use that for further confluence for taking the buys when it does break. But at least now I have a good trend line on top to take buys because we are bullish. We want to be in buys. I just don't think that we have enough liquidity to take that buy all-time highs. So at the very least, in my opinion, we need to break this low. We need to break this low and break this low because that's liquidity. That's why I have it marked up. That's where the purple box is there. We need to break it. Now, is it going to come all the way down to this TP extension here and this TP extension here and also hit this liquidity? I don't know. It's also the bottom of this wick is also the top of this wick, which could be your support zone, right? I also see right below the 786. So I don't know if it's going to get that low. I mean, it could buy it. We have no idea, right? But I'm planning on this area, maybe this area, and for now, the TP on this will just be the double bottom here, the 236 extension, which is also the 618. I mean, it could buy off right here. There's a 618. There's a 236 extension for this last leg, the second leg that I like. So that could be it right there. So I'm going to take this profit at the double bottom, and I'm going to leave the runner to see how much more it'll go, right? But ultimately, I want to be in buys, and then we're going buys for all-time high. So we're just letting the market do what it wants to do. Again, it might not give us a full 78.6 because we are so bullish, right? So once we hit this double bottom and we take this liquidity, then I'm out. or I'll leave a runner. So let me make this a lot smaller. That's ridiculous. US30. So on US30, I had some cool. Okay, yeah, this is the reason why on US30. Now this is what I was thinking of. If you drew the trend line, right, and you're taking, let's just look at the 2 hour candle here, and you're taking trend line breaks, right? Trend line, there's the touch, there's the wick. It led right to this consolidation area right here. This is the consolidation area that I was targeting for the reversal. And it's exactly what it did. And it's also the Fibonacci on. So it makes sense that a trend line is there and people would want to buy off this trend line and make this consolidation, which is making it liquidity. And then it sold. It came back up and touched it and then touched it one more time. So this is now a triple top. Triple tops are targets, right? This is where I want to go. This is my TP area. So I'm getting into buys because I want to target this area. I see we have the trend line on bottom is forming support, right? So I'm going to buy off the trend line. All right, so we come in here a little bit now. I want to buy off of this trend line rejection to get me back up to break up all this liquidity over here on the top side. All right, so we can look at the reason why this rejected there, but you basically see that it's the Fibonacci zone and you have the consolidation, which is the order block before the sell off. And it makes sense that that's the consolidation because there's the trend line right there that people would try to be buying like we're doing now. We're buying on this trend line. So that makes sense. This trade for me was what a lot of people will call a PONR, point of no return. All right, and you can look up PONR trades because, in my opinion, if it breaks this trend line, this is then a bear flag. This is kind of what it's doing right now, right? So if it breaks this trend line, then we're out. Then we lose this trade, and you could probably just hit sell at that point and just flip right into sells. But what I'm thinking is this is a you could say this is a bear flag. All right. So this is what I would call a point of no return. If we take this trade here and we're trying to buy back up so we can get up into this real liquidity area, I'm willing to take this trade because if we lose it, it's gone. Like there has to be people, this has to be it. If we lose this trade, you could probably just hit the sell button and go right into sells and then take the trend line break. So for me, this is a point of no return. I usually take higher percentage trades on the PONRs, especially since we are in a bullish market and this is a buy. However, I don't think it's done selling. I see the triple top. This is another reason why I want to take the trade because there's triple top. There's liquidity sitting right above it. Here, here, and here. It's triple top. This is money. I'd love to see this bounce up, take out all this money, find some resistance up here, and then turn around and sell off to get back down to here. And when we get a trade back down here somewhere at the bottom, then we're holding that runner to the moon. So we're playing this last little bit of PO and R. If this one doesn't hold, then it's coming all the way down to here. So that's my thinking on the buy for this morning. And this is the reason why, I mean, I called it out yesterday during Andy's chat. We can delete some of this shit and clean it up. But that's the reason why the price is what it is. And that's why I called that out yesterday. I mean, to the dollar. To the dollar. All right. So why did I do that? Well, let's look. Look at the double bottom. See this wick? That's basically what I said. I said, this is in my sell zone. Let me tighten up the sell zone a little bit. It's in the sell zone, right? There's liquidity. There's a wick sitting right there. Let's see if the wants to target that wick, bounce off this trend line, and then go. I gave myself always 10% profit to protect me. Um, my stop loss is always right here at 10% of the fib to protect me in case it wants to double bottom. So if it does want to double bottom, I'm protected with just a little bit of extra, and then hopefully it goes. Well, I don't want that because it means I'll be a drawdown, but that's the reason why I do it that way. And so there's at least we could figure out there's going to be some sort of reaction to this, and that's what it's doing. So it depends on the way you think it. You could play the reaction trade, like, oh, look, it's reacting. I could protect. you could technically protect now if you really wanted to, but there's news in 5 minutes. We're going to be right really fast, or we're going to be wrong really fast. And so that's the reason why I took this trade. Now, if you're really trying to protect your capital and you took the trade off the number I called out, then protect it. I mean, that's all it is. I mean that's the entry that I called out yesterday, and it hit perfectly. And so we're hoping this gold, now that it has broken trend line and now that it has broken this double bottom, which is liquidity, it's going to take off. And I want to see this bottom here on gold. That bottom is damn close to that bottom right there. So this is not perfectly equal lows, right? It's not perfect, but it's pretty damn close, and that is liquidity. So let's see this market now. Bear flag, take this liquidity. So I'm in sales and I'm in profit just a little bit. A whopping 42 cents. Basically break even. It is what it is. I haven't even looked at NAS again. So this is what I told you guys yesterday. We were waiting for some reaction at the 23.6, and it didn't do it. It blew right through it. And so now our next zone is a 61.8. So we're waiting for 61.8, and we're really having to wait for some sort of sign, right? Sign that they're starting to sell off, and the bears have shown back up, and there's nothing. There's absolutely nothing. So there's no trade for Nasdaq. There's no entries. There is nada. So we're seeing a push now on 30. Did any of you guys get in this trade that I called yesterday? If you guys were on Andy's chat, I called that price out. As a matter of fact, um, called it out, and if I'm not mistaken, trading chat. Not mistaken, there it is right there. US30. There's my entry right off the red line. Right. So, yeah, that's the one we lost yesterday when I was just screwing around before market open. It is what it is. All right. So there it is. There it is at 3:03 p.m. yesterday afternoon. I said that's where I want to see an entry. So, it's on there for you guys. I don't know if I put it in my channel or not. That's the gold entry. I don't even know what that is, to be honest with you, how old that is. But yeah, put it in the trading chat. So if you guys are on my YouTube fam, or you're on from if you're on from Bored Ape Solana Club, then that's sadly, good morning. Well, I mean, you never know if it's a winner or not. Don't say sadly. It could be a loser, and you could fucking be like, haha. So, but anyways, yeah, that's the Pip Connect. Andy Peters. It is a paid subscription. If you guys are on YouTube or from the Aves and you're not in the Pip Connect, hit me up or look at my dot card. There's a link to Pip Connect on there. And then if you guys are in the Pip Connect and you're curious about NFTs and you want to put your feet in the NFT to figure that whole space and you're looking for another community, by all means, get into the Bored Ape Solana Club. All right, Bored Ape Solana Club is owned by someone I personally know. He's a good guy. His name is Dak Days. As a matter of fact, look what he did the other day. You come over here to, is it General Chat? Yeah, right here. There's your boy right here, Dak Days. All right, that's him. Dak Days in the Pip Connect. All right, and he's the owner of the Bored Ape Solana Club. Right, and you know, just to show you guys, not that it matters, but there he is in my DMs, and we have extensive DMs because again, I know him personally, so we talk about trading, we talk about all kinds of shit all the time, and this is back to the MT5 days, right? So if you guys want to get into a Solana project, you own Solana, you want to get into an NFT, by all means go to Bored Ape. Again, look at my dot card, and it is there. So market has now opened, gentlemen, and we are in profit. There it goes. Look at that. Unfortunately, the gold is going in the opposite direction, but it is what it is. It's going to retrace a little bit. Um, but yeah, all right. There we go. Uh, that's what I'm talking about. Trade called yesterday. Perfect entry. You've seen it here. You've seen it here. Perfect entry to the pip. Guys, I mean, literally, less than 10 pips drawdown. It looks like I was in about 12 or 13 pips drawdown. All right. So if you guys, you know, we'll see how it is. I mean, we're up. Maybe this is a point where that if you want to start protecting, you protect early or whatever. Like, I'm good. I'm just gonna let it go. I did not over leverage, so I'm gonna let that go. What is my other account? I take it on my other account? Yes, I did. So yeah, we're up. I have a sell runner on US30, and then I have this here going. So we're good to go, guys. That's it. 7:31. Market's open. We're in profit. I hear my baby in the background. I'm gonna go say what's up. You guys can just look at this for a minute. We'll just check the market out. Let's see what Goldilocks is doing. Goldilocks, of course, is going against me. Fucking wonder. But it's okay. I mean, this is the area, right? So this is the area of you guys were hearing yesterday, and he was talking about support and resistance. So that's the area. Here's the resistance. There's support. It did peak below, came right back. There's support. Again, now it's finding its resistance. So we'll see if it's just retesting this trend line because again, guys, these people know they know where fuckers are entering. They know people are entering on this trend line break, and so this is all these people who entered early. They're now getting stop lossed out, or they're getting it break evened out, right? So the market's just gonna come up here and retest these fuckers, and let's see if it goes. Again, what we were doing earlier, um, is 50% of the London session. Well, that just got fucking tapped. But what it is telling me then is retapping the top of the London session, right? So it's just retesting it. I'm not too stressed about it. As a matter of fact, I'll probably end up doing my stop loss more like this. Um, yeah, matter of fact, I'm gonna do that now because if it breaks that, I want it to reject right here, right now, right? Look at US30. Jesus, let's go 30. Let's go, baby. I don't want to get too excited and start yelling and being like, "Oh, look at me," because those that's kind of fucking unbecoming and that's kind of fucking whack. Oh yeah, so my stop loss is right above that, anyways. So my stop loss is just basically right here, right. So we got in. It looks like right in this area, my stop loss is just above these wicks. So we're good, right? We're good. Let's see this bitch reverse right now. We'll be good to go. I mean, 30's selling, 30's buying. Again, it's supposed to work in opposite directions, but it hasn't as of late. So yeah, that's our trades, Jones. That's it. Gold. I see your comment. I'm actually doing this now. So before yesterday, I usually have my OBS studio on one of these screens, and I put it over here on my laptop now. So now I can have my laptop, broker, trading view. I got the whole metric set up here. Sunlight coming in the morning. So we also talk about that, guys. Fucking first thing in the morning, dude, get up, take your shoes off, go walk in the grass, get some fresh blue sunlight in your eyes. I'm in my office trading, and as you can see, I do not have my overhead light on. It's LED light, anyways. It's not that bad kind of fucking whatever light they say, but get some fresh light. Put your feet in the grass, do some grounding, get your meditation in, get your fucking prayer in, get your logbook in, get your logbook in, right? Get your journal entries in. I've done all my. The only thing I didn't do this morning is work out. I've been working out a lot in the evening time. See, look at fucking Nasdaq. See, look at Nasdaq. We're not even fucking around. We're not even messing with Nasdaq. We'll put another horizontal line right here at the 61.8, but we're not even looking at the Nasdaq. The bulls are in. Fucking Nvidia, AMD, AI, all that shit is just going to the moon. Not even messing with that shit. So this is kind of a risky area here for 30. All right. It's finding the top of London. It's finding this consolidation. It gave us a good push. So, I mean, if you were being risk avert, you would protect right now. Bounced off the trend line. We don't want to see this come back. But again, you know that US30 and these things like to test entries, right? So if there's people like me who are in, there's, US30 is known for doing one of these and then going. So I'm not going to protect early. I've accepted the risk on the trade when I took it the first time. On my bigger account, I'm actually hedging it because I'm still in sales. As a matter of fact, yeah, I'm still in sales now. So even on my smaller account, I'm in buys and sells at the exact same time. So for people who think that's fucking whack and crazy, I agree with you. But the idea is that I have a sell from up here. All right. So if this trade loses and I hit the stop loss, my sell runner is still in. The bigger, this is just a runner, a small position, right? It's hedging this loss. If this thing goes to the moon, and then look at all this money I made off of a good position, I don't care if this little runner breaks out or breaks even and loses me a little bit of money because I'm fucking in the money here. So the runner that I have here is hedging my losses here, and then oh, what just happened? Oh, I think gold just hit stop loss. Gold just hit stop loss. So all right, well it was worth a shot. It was worth a shot. Fuck it. It is what it is. And technically, if you're playing by the strategy that we set aside, it's a 15-minute break strategy. And so I was being cutesy and fucking around. You're supposed to wait for the 15-minute candle to close. So we have another 10 minutes for this 15-minute to close, and we'll see if it closes above. Then maybe we just jump right back into buys, continue on this little stupid trend. And again, maybe it's going to come up here and set a double top right there, and then go back off. I don't know, but that's a bitch. The one time I took sales is the one time it goes fucking super against me, but it's okay. Again, I didn't take a huge position on that. As a matter of fact, what was my loss? It was less than 0.5%, like fucking 0.3. So who cares? It is what it is. We're wanting we're wanting this fucking US30 to go. And the fact that gold is going and NASDAQ is going, it makes it a little better for us. So all right, gentlemen, I think that's all we've got for tomorrow. You guys saw my entries. You guys saw why I took the entry. There's nothing else to do except for manage a trade at this point. And so, for as far as managing the trade is concerned, let's look at this. So, if this 15-minute candle closes above, and you want to play the little gold 100 pip strategy, you've got 100 points until it hits up into this zone for this double top area, right? So you've got 100 points to do that if it closes above. Now look how it's coming right back down. So it's not closing. Look, wicked up, took out everyone who was selling, which is me, took out all those London people, which was, London liquidity. It's actually retesting the trend line right there for everyone who was selling in this area, and it's going. So this is a reason, and I wrote this in my fucking journal this morning, and I should pay more attention to what I say. This is, do I really need to be taking these cells in this area? Like, is this the area that I really need to be screwing around in? Right? That should be my no trade area. That should be where I'm not looking to do anything. All right? No trade. So what is the area that I need to be in? Well, I'm already in buys. Am I in buys? I guess I closed them out. I was in buys from down here, right? And I think I closed them out when I got up here. So that's, where do we need to be messing around? Well, we need to be selling up here. So this is my mistake. I need to get better at not taking these stupid little losses because that shit adds up. I need to be selling up there and then I need to be buying down here. So all this little consolidation back and forth, I need to stop screwing around in. This is not where I need to be playing. All right, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for up here. If it wants to break, let it go. If it breaks down, then we'll start looking for sells in this area, whatever. We'll come back and look. Even the one RSI is right in the middle. It's in the middle of no man's land. It's not giving me shit. It's just gambling at this point, up and down. I gambled and I lost. I gambled and I lost on it yesterday as well. So it is what it is. At least with 30, where the RSI is now oversold, we have better confluences. We have a better setup on 30. So it's always gambling, if you will, but at least we're putting some odds in our favor, and we're hoping this 30 goes. Take off this thing. Take off this thing off. So there it is. Not protected. Um, we were up 170 pips. 170 pips. So at 170 pips and at the top of this consolidation zone, if you did take the trade yesterday, protect, right? That way you can't say that I gave you a fucking L. I'd say you protect right there. And you took 170 pips. Some people only look for 100 pips a day. Well, it was 170. You could close that bag and walked away. All right, we were up almost a full percent at that position at that time. So, is there any questions in here? I'm gonna jump off. Basically, man, 7:40 in the morning. I've got my entries. I'm just gonna wait on gold. Job's done. Only thing I got to do now is hopefully this 30 breaks out, and then I move to break even and I start taking partials. But besides that, at 7 o'clock in the morning, day's done. Unless you guys have any questions, want to look at anything else, I'm good. I'm good. We're out. 7 o'clock in the morning. Go make some real coffee and be done with it. What's my boy Bitcoin doing? We'll just look at this real quick. I look at cryptos on the daily because it moves so much. All right. Yeah. So again, we have a clear support area here, but look at those double bottoms. That's obviously liquidity. So I'm expecting this to break down and come down to this area before it pops off, like the arrows show. It's just screwing around. Ethereum, I said sell up here. It didn't give me the entry, and it came on down. Oh, it's all good. It's gonna trap candle here. Probably do the bounce thing, right? It's probably gonna do one of these. So really care about what Solana's up to. Solana's doing exactly what I expected. So it's coming down to 150. There's been a lot of talk about Solana, but it's coming down to this consolidation area at the bottom with the wicks and the liquidity. So we'll see if it holds this and pops off, which I would love, or if it comes all the way back down here to the $100 range, in which case I'll be dropping some more money into it. We really like this thing to stop fucking around, the Cardano and the DOT, considering I've got thousands of dollars in that. That's just my last buy. The last time I bought was at 500 up there, and it went south right as I bought. It's only 500 bucks, only $1,000 between the two, but I mean it is what it is. Jupe is at our support area, so Jupe is not at a buy. Maybe it's going to go a little lower and close these wicks out. Hello, baby, and I called out buys yesterday on H bar and Shib. Hello. Okay, guys, we're gonna call it a morning. I got things to do, but that's it. I hope you guys. Good morning. You guys have a good day. All right.